Your new SUV already needs repairs. Again. You paid 50 grand. They promised reliability. Consumer Reports just exposed which SUVs actually last. And your brand? Probably not on the list. Listen. I get it. You bought American because you believed the hype. Built Ford tough. Chevy runs deep. Meanwhile, your SUV's been at the dealership 3 times this year. There's a reason for that. Consumer Reports just dropped their reliability report. 6 SUVs scored near perfect. Here's the twist, most American SUVs failed miserably. Today, we're revealing which SUVs actually deliver. Fair warning, this gets uncomfortable. Number 6. The Lexus GX. Yeah, I know. But it's not American. Don't care. You want reliability or patriotism? Because Consumer Reports says this beast rarely breaks. Predicted reliability score? 91 out of 100. That's insane. Most American SUVs struggle to hit 60. The GX just works. Boring? Maybe. Broken? Never. Built on the Land Cruiser platform. That's Toyota's "we're going to war" truck. Over-engineered. Overbuilt. The opposite of cutting corners. No wonder it doesn't break. Here's what kills American SUVs: complexity. Touchscreens for everything. Turbo engines. CVT transmissions. The GX? Simple V6. Mechanical everything. Turns out less tech means less problems. Who knew? Number 5. Toyota Highlander Hybrid. And before you say boring, ask yourself, when's the last time you saw a broken down Highlander? Exactly. Never. Reliability score? 89, that's higher than your favorite American SUV will ever hit. Why? Because Toyota makes cars like they're building infrastructure. Built to outlast your mortgage. The hybrid system? Over 1 million miles of testing before launch. American brands? Let the customers test it. Then act surprised when transmissions fail at 60k miles. 3 rows. 8 seats. Gets 35 miles per gallon combined. And, here's the crazy part, it'll still be running when your grandkids get their license. That's not marketing. That's just math. Number 4. Mazda CX-50. Plot twist, this one's built in Alabama. So technically made in America. Just not by American companies. There's a lesson there. Reliability score? 88. Mazda's secret? They actually test things before selling them. Revolutionary concept, right? American brands should try it sometime. No CVT nonsense. No turbo lag. Just a regular engine connected to a regular transmission that actually works. Mazda treats reliable like a requirement, not a suggestion. Consumer Reports says the CX-50 has fewer problems than, well, pretty much everything from Detroit. And it costs less. And looks better. Starting to see a pattern here? Number 3. Honda CR-V Hybrid. America's best-selling SUV. Guess why? Because it doesn't constantly break. Wild concept. Reliability score? 90. Honda's been making this platform for 30 years. They've worked out every problem. Meanwhile, American brands redesign every 3 years and wonder why quality tanks. That hybrid system? Bulletproof. Honda doesn't do experimental. They perfect things in Japan, then sell them here. Result? Your CR-V will outlive your marriage. Probably. But here's what really scares Detroit: the CR-V costs less than American SUVs and breaks less. Cheaper and better. That's not competition. That's humiliation. Number 2. Lexus NX Hybrid. For people who want luxury without the constant repair bills. Radical idea, premium shouldn't mean always broken. Reliability score? 92, that's higher than most American SUVs will achieve in their dreams. Lexus treats reliability like a religion. American luxury? Treats it like a suggestion. Cadillac, Lincoln, listen up. This is how you do premium. Soft leather that doesn't crack. Electronics that work after warranty expires. Engines that don't need rebuilds at 80k. The NX Hybrid gets 40 miles per gallon in a luxury SUV. American luxury? Here's 15 miles per gallon and a check engine light. That'll be $70,000. Different philosophies. Number 1. The King. Toyota RAV4 Prime. Consumer Reports calls it exceptional. I call it what happens when you actually try. Predicted reliability? 93 out of 100. That's not a score. That's a statement. American SUVs averaging 55 looking real silly right now. It's a plug-in hybrid. Goes 42 miles on electricity. Then switches to gas. Does 0 to 60 in 5.5 seconds. And, here's the insane part, it won't break. Ever. Ford tried to compete with the Explorer. Needs transmission replacement. Chevy's got the Traverse. Engine problems. Dodge Durango? Don't get me started. The RAV4 Prime? Just works. Boring. Reliable. Wins. Here's what's wild. Notice a pattern? 5 out of 6 are Japanese. One's Mazda built in Alabama. 0 traditional American SUVs made the list. 0. But American brands have improved. Have they? Consumer Reports data says no. Reliability scores actually dropped for GM and Ford this year. going backwards while Japanese brands improve. The excuses are tired. More technology means more problems. Cool. Then why do Lexus and Toyota pack tech without braking? Because they test it. Novel concept. American brands focus on 0 to 60 times and towing capacity. Japanese focus on, will this start in 10 years? Different priorities. Different results. You're living the consequences. Let's talk about why your American SUV is already at the dealer. Again. It's not bad luck. It's bad design. Specifically, for major problems. Problem 1, turbo engines in everything. Sounds great on paper. More power, better MPG. Reality? Turbos fail. And when they do, $3,000 repair. Minimum. Toyota and Honda? Naturally aspirated V6s boring? Absolutely. Reliable? Always. They're not trying to impress car and driver. They're trying to not break. Problem 2, CVT transmissions. American brands love them. Because they're cheap to make. Hate them? Because they fail at 60,000 miles like clockwork. Consumer Reports warns about CVTs constantly. American brands install them anyway. But they improve efficiency. Cool. Know what else improves efficiency? Not paying for transmission replacement. Nissan killed their reputation with CVTs. American brands saw that and said, let's do the same thing. Brilliant strategy. How's that working out? Toyota uses CVTs sometimes. But they engineer them to actually last. Test them for millions of miles. American brands? Ship it and see what happens. We're seeing what happens. Problem 3, infotainment obsession. Every American SUV needs the biggest screen. The most apps. All controlled by electronics that fail constantly. Your Chevy's touchscreen controls the climate. It freezes. Now you can't adjust heat. Genius design. Lexus? Physical buttons. They work. Forever. Crazy, right? American brands treat cars like smartphones. Planned obsolescence. Constant updates. Fails after 3 years. Japanese brands treat cars like appliances. Make them work forever. Problem 4, cost cutting where it matters. American SUVs look premium. Leather seats. Nice paint. Then you find out the transmission is made by the lowest bidder. Toyota spends money where you can't see. Engine internals. Wiring harnesses. Suspension components. Boring stuff. Stuff that prevents breakdowns. Result? Their SUVs actually last. Let's do math. You bought a $50,000 American SUV because patriotism. It needs $2,000 in repairs year 3. Another $3,500 year 5. Transmission at year 7? $5,000. That's $10,500 in repairs before you even hit 100k miles. Your buddy's RAV4? $0. 0 repairs. Just gas and oil changes. Who made the smarter choice? But resale value. Your American SUV loses 60% in 5 years. The Lexus GX? Loses 35%. Because people know which SUVs actually last. Market's not stupid. Buy American, support workers. Those workers building unreliable SUVs? They're getting laid off because nobody wants unreliable SUVs. Reliability supports workers better than blind loyalty. Consumer Reports is diplomatic. They use terms like, below average reliability. I'll translate, your American SUV is trash. Sorry. Data doesn't lie. They publish graphs. Red bars for American brands way below average. Green bars for Japanese brands way above. The visual is brutal. Undeniable. Ford's response? We're investing in quality. Been hearing that for 15 years. Quality still sucks. At some point, stop promising and start delivering. GM's excuse? New technology takes time to perfect. Then why sell it before perfecting? Toyota perfects then sells. Revolutionary concept. You know what's worse than repairs? The dealer experience. Your American SUV breaks. Dealer says, that's normal. Charges you $1,500. Toyota dealer? Apologizes for the inconvenience. Fixes it under warranty. Gives you a loaner. Because they're not dealing with constant failures. They can afford good service. American dealers are defensive. They know the SUVs suck. They're trained in excuse making. All SUVs have problems. Know your SUVs have problems. Japanese dealers are bored. Nothing breaks. They do oil changes and tire rotations. That's it. Must be nice working somewhere people aren't constantly angry. Notice something? 4 of the 6 most reliable SUVs are hybrids. That's not coincidence. Hybrids are more reliable. Counterintuitive but true. Why? Regenerative braking saves wear. Electric motors assist the engine. Less stress on components. Toyota's been perfecting this for 25 years. American brands just started trying. But hybrids are complicated. Not how Toyota builds them. Their hybrid system has fewer moving parts than a traditional transmission. Simpler equals reliable. American brands make hybrids complicated. Different systems for every model. No shared parts. Then wonder why reliability suffers. Toyota? Same hybrid system across 15 vehicles. Perfected once, used everywhere. Title says these SUVs are scaring the industry. Here's why. They prove American excuses are lies. Can't make reliable and profitable SUVs. Yes, you can. Toyota does. Can't make reliable and powerful. Lexus GX has 300 horsepower. Still reliable. Can't make reliable and affordable. RAV4 Prime costs less than Explorer. Way more reliable. Every excuse demolished by Japanese brands actually doing it. The industry is scared because consumers are wising up. Brand loyalty is dying. People want reliability. If American brands can't deliver, people buy Japanese. Simple. So what are American brands doing? Doubling down on mistakes. More turbos. More CVTs. More tech. Less reliability. Ford's pushing electric. Great. Except their gas SUVs still suck. Fix those first? No? Okay. Good luck. GM's betting on EVs. Meanwhile, their current SUVs have transmission problems. Maybe make reliable gas vehicles before switching technologies? Stellantis, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler? They've given up. Reliability scores are embarrassing. Their strategy? Sell on emotion. It's a Jeep thing. Yeah, breaking down constantly is definitely a Jeep thing. Here's the part nobody wants to hear. American automotive dominance is over. Not coming back. These 6 SUVs prove it. For 50 years, American SUVs ruled. Big. Powerful. Now, Japanese SUVs are just as big, more powerful, and reliable. Game over. But we invented the SUV. Great. Japan perfected it. They took your concept and made it better. That's how competition works. You can buy American out of patriotism. That's fine. Just accept you're paying more for worse quality. At least be honest about the choice. If you own one of these 6 reliable SUVs, keep it forever. Literally will outlast you. If you own an American SUV? Depends. Still under warranty? Keep it. Out of warranty? Sell before major repairs hit. Because they will hit. Trade values are decent now. Won't be in 3 years when everyone realizes how unreliable they are. Get out while you can. But I love my American SUV. Cool. Love doesn't pay repair bills. Enjoy your emotional attachment. Hope it's worth $10,000 in repairs. Shopping for SUV? Ignore brand loyalty. Ignore marketing. Look at Consumer Reports reliability data. It's that simple. Test drive the RAV4 Prime. Seriously. I know it's boring. It's also reliable. And fast. And efficient. Boring beats broken every time. Can't afford new? Buy a used Lexus GX. They last forever. 200k miles? Barely broken in. Try that with a Ford Explorer. American brands will tempt you with rebates. $5,000 off. Because they can't sell them otherwise. That $5,000 savings becomes $10,000 in repairs. Math doesn't work. Consumer Reports isn't biased. They test everything the same. American SUVs fail because they're poorly made. Not conspiracy. Just facts. Japanese brands aren't perfect. But they're consistent. They build for reliability first. Americans build for marketing first. Results speak for themselves. Want change? Stop buying unreliable American SUVs. Market will force improvement. Keep rewarding failure? Nothing changes. These 6 SUVs are scaring the industry because they're proof. Proof that reliable, efficient, powerful SUVs are possible. American brands just choose not to make them. American automotive exceptionalism is dead. We're number 7 in reliability. Behind Japan, Korea, even some European brands. That's embarrassing. Can we recover? Sure. Requires admitting we suck. Making quality priority 1. Actually testing before selling. Will American brands do this? History says no. So you have 2 choices. Buy what works now, these 6 SUVs. Or keep buying American, crossing fingers, praying for improvement. Good luck with that. This video will make people mad. You're anti-American. No. I'm anti-broken SUV. Big difference. Want me to recommend American? Make better SUVs. So which surprised you? That RAV4 Prime topped the list? That 0 American SUVs made top 6? Or that reliability actually matters more than marketing? Comment below which SUV you drive. Reliable? Or American? Let's discuss. And dealers, stop lying to customers. These reliability scores are public. If this changed how you see SUVs, hit that like button. Subscribe to Easy Auto Bro for more truth the industry hates. We're done sugarcoating. Thanks for watching, bro.